Hey, Tubies. This is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be back with all of you. You know, I get excited when it's time for messages from the spirit world. Who doesn't like that? I love it too. I'm so glad you're here. Anyways, letters have been coming in, and I'm so thankful for all of your wonderful letters and your support. And I'm going to say thank you to all of you who came out to my recent videos, my video on horoscopes. If you didn't see that, we have August horoscopes up. Also, my last video, which was on the Order of the Purple Cord. And if you want to check that out, that's the video right before this. So learn how to make an herbal charm for protection. You know, here at Spirit Channel, we cover a lot of stuff. We do Wicca, we do UFOs, we do messages, psychic messages, we do paranormal investigations. And I'll tell you, we got more coming. You watch this fall. It's going to be exciting. Well, I'm glad you guys are here, and we're going to go through our letters. Now, for those of you who are new here, you can write into me either my channel or put in the comment box below or at my website or at Instagram. Send me your messages, and I'm going to gather those up. And each week I go through a bunch of letters, and we see what Spirit has. There's no charge for this. It's absolutely free. Now, some of you have written, you said, Psychic Bob, I want a little more than what you do in messages. Do you do private readings? Yes, I am a full-time psychic medium. In fact, that's where I'm broadcasting from, my office. I have an office in Alexandria, Virginia, and I am a full-time psychic. And if you want to get on my schedule for a reading, give me a call. I'll put the link to my website below, and also my phone number, which is 571-483-2112. Give me a call and we'll get you on the schedule. Okay, I do charge for private readings, but they're an hour long and we cover all your questions. We look at your soul journey, we look at your past lives, we look at your spirit guides, all of that. So I do private readings, and I'd love to have you on my schedule. Anyways, well, today we're going to go through all the letters that have been coming in. But before we do that, give me just a moment and let me attune to the spirit world. Okay, I hear my spirit guide Fletcher back here. All right, our first letter tonight is from Wandering Creator. Hello, Wandering Creator. He's out of the United Kingdom, one of my viewers over there. I got a lot of you guys in the UK. I'm Psychic Bob may be coming to see you soon. All right, our first letter from Wandering Creator tonight says, Psychic Bob, I met a person in July, just like you said. I did predict that, yes. The connection is great, but it also has its complications and challenges. Is this really a good choice for me? And should I spend energy here? Well, you know, Pete, I got to tell you, I do feel like this is a good connection. I remember when I saw it before, I said, this is a new beginning. Now, of course, yes, there are some struggles here. One of the things that I pick up is I feel that this person has still got somebody from their past kind of in the way, kind of keeps coming back around and trying to pull them back. I don't see this person going back to their old partner, and I do feel like the connection is good for you. This one you're going to have to be patient with, but I do see improvement there. And I'd say I want you to watch, because as we get closer to the beginning of October, that's where I really see this person making some real effort to kind of really be cemented with you. So you got a little ways yet, but I do see improvement there, and I would encourage you to stick with it, okay? Hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is from Joanna Monteiro. And Joanna writes from Portugal. Hello, Joanna. So nice to see you. She's writing from Instagram. And by the way, you can go to my Instagram. I'll put the link below. Follow me there. I do posts every day over there. She says, Dear Bob, is my past life intuition correct? I feel I had a past life in which I broke many hearts. And now in this life, I regularly experience rejection. You know, Joanna, this is a really good question, and I'm glad you asked this. In terms of your past lives, yes, trust that intuition. And I say that because inside of us, all of us, we do have past life knowledge. And I do feel like your sense of that awareness is something Spirit has brought to you. Now, hold on just a second. Here's the caveat. Now, you might be tempted to say, well, Psychic Bob, my whole life's ruined then because of my past karma. No, no. This is how karma works. Many times we will experience a suffering in our next life that we cause. Like, for example, yes, you did abuse people emotionally, and now you suffer that. But the secret to changing that is once you recognize in your heart what your karmic lesson is, then it can be released. Many times Spirit will bring us to a point of suffering in order to free us. So the fact that you now say, you know what, I made the connection, I'm learning the lesson. And you tell your spirit guide, you say, angels, spirit guides, God, I accept that I learned this lesson and I'd like to be released from it now. And you see, karma is not always just like this indifferent force. It's a purpose. There's a purpose behind it. And sometimes people say, well, Psychic Bob, I don't remember all my lives. You know, why don't it? Well, this is part of the reason. If we remembered everything we've done, all of our good and bad, we'd either become very vain and conceited or we'd become despondent and kill ourselves. So when we have a past life information like that, don't let that overwhelm you. Take that as like, okay, now I recognize it. I've learned my lesson. And once you know it, you can release it, okay? And I do feel for you that this next year will be very much more positive in the area of relationships. I want you to watch around January. That's where I get a new beginning for you. Okay, hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right, our next letter is from Amy Crafts 2012. And she writes, she says, Dear Bob, what are your feelings about Nibiru, Planet X? Is it going to pass closely to Earth and cause a pole shift? You know, that's really interesting, Amy. You know, this planet, by the way, you know, scientists are saying, oh, it's not there. Some say it's there. There really is. There really is a hidden planet. I do feel it will pass close to Earth. I'm not getting major destruction as a result of that. But I do feel that there may also be alien life on that planet that may make itself manifest in the next, I'd say next year to 2 years. So Planet X is passing by will be a chance for alien revelation. You know, in terms of danger on the Earth, I do want us to watch. I do feel that, you know, in the next year there could be a very large-scale asteroid hit the Earth, and that may cause major devastation. I hope I'm wrong about that, but I keep getting messages on that, and particularly in the Atlantic Oceans where I feel it's going to hit. I don't see it hitting a landmass, but I do feel it could cause like earthquakes or even tsunamis, particularly on the eastern shore of the United States. Anybody want me to come live with them? I live on the East Coast here. Epstein, do you want to take it as psychic? No, but seriously, Planet X, I think that it's really a stage that's going to be part of the alien presence revelation, okay? So we'll watch that, okay? Hope that helps. Good question. All right, our next letter is from N. Rose. And N. Rose writes and says, I recently met someone online. He feels very familiar. It's like I've known him before. Is this a soul connection? Yes. You know, when we start into relationships, see, this is part of our spiritual chart that we actually kind of plan before we come to Earth. Many times what happens is when we're in spirit, we meet other souls and we feel a real connection. And we make a soul contract that we're going to meet again when we get down to Earth. And I feel this person is somebody that you knew from the spirit world. I don't necessarily get past life link, but more like pre-life, like connect pre before this life. So I do feel there is a connection, and I feel they're in your life to help you to discover the joy and the ability to love. So I like the energy there, and I would encourage you to keep them on your list, on your radar. Blessings to you. Hope that helps. Okay, our next letter, Allison Fahey, Allison Fahey. And Allison writes, it says, Dear Bob, I wanted to find out who is my spirit guide. Yeah. I keep getting around you. It's interesting because when I'm stepping into your frequency, I get the name Clara keeps coming up. Clara, Clara, Clara. And she's dressed in like an Edwardian style clothes, that was early 1900s, the big hat and the veils. But I get her around you. And what's interesting is I feel that her presence comes in to help you open up artistically. I feel one of your life themes is that of an artist. And I feel like Clara comes in here to help you find new avenues for creativity. I get a lot of writing here, particularly like poetry around you. And I think she was a writer in her life as well. So I want you to be open to write, maybe just writing a journal. But I also get visual arts like painting, like impressionistic style painting. And so I feel like there's a lot of creative energy she brings in. Okay? Yeah, Clara's her name. Thank you for writing. All right. Our next letter is from Roxy 2907. And Roxy writes and says, Dear Psychic Bob, any messages for me? I'm happy to receive the Spirit's guidance. Thank you. Yeah. You know what, Roxy? I get around you transition here. I feel this month of November is a very big time for you. It's like you've got angels on each side of you. One of them is like Archangel Michael, and there's another one next to you named Joseph. They're guardian angels, Michael and Joseph. And they're preparing you to do some big moves. I feel around November, there may actually be a physical location change for you. And I feel like the question is, oh my God, am I ready for that? And I feel like the angels have come in to protect you and to guide you. So you're definitely moving. And I get job, the word job around. So it's like an opportunity that's going to prompt that move. So be ready for some change in November. Okay, but call on Michael and call on Joseph. All right, blessings to you. Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is Karen Medina. Hi, Karen. Good to hear from you. She said, Dear Bob, do you see any new work and financial increase for my family? I do, hon. Actually, I want you to watch end of September. Looks like it's a turning point for you. I keep getting around your husband a new opportunity. I feel like the words partnership around, like somebody wants him to work in their business or he changes his career focus. And I feel like that's going to be a good time for him. I also get growth opportunity around you here. I keep getting something, it looks like it's a work from home sort of type of job where you may have a chance to kind of do some stuff. It may be part-time, but I get extra cash flow coming in. And I'd say be open to kind of wearing, as I say, multiple hats because I do feel like there's something else that comes in on a part-time basis for you. So into September is where I get all this transition, okay? So hang in there, keep me posted, okay? Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Kristen Waters. Hello, Kristen. Kristen's here on YouTube now, but I first met her over on Instagram. She's wonderful. And she says, Psychic Bob, does Spirit have any messages for me? Kristen, I want you to watch the month of October. October is a big turning point this year for you. I get a lot of purple light here around you. This is Spirit moving. You're really stepping into a place of power. And I feel like over this past year, you've been taking steps to walk into kind of a bigger role career-wise and also personally to make some big changes. And I think October for you really is a time of blessing and growth and change. I get new job opportunities, and I get a lot of also artistic energy here around you also. I feel like you're opening yourself creatively, and there may even be some type of opportunity that brings finance connected to artistic pursuits, whether it's photography or working with some type of museum or gallery, but I'm getting you getting experience and exposure to art also as part of this transition. So I am getting more money, and I do get creative pursuits here around you. It's interesting. Also, by December, I feel there could even be another a physical change. So like a location, like either an office change or home change. I'm not sure which, but I want to say it's almost like a home change in December. So from October through December, that's your power time, okay? Hope that helps. Blessings to you. Well, guys, listen, that's all the time I've got for letters today. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We've got an alien races UFO video coming on Thursday. You don't want to miss it. So be back here. We'll see you then. Blessings to you.